Hello everyone, welcome back to the Serenity BDD with JBehave series. This is part 9 video. In previous video, I have showed how to retrieve the page elements using different methods in Serenity BDD. In this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate the page object class with the step definitions. So in order to do that, first we need to go to step definitions. So in the step definitions, we have the jerkin methods, which we have created using the jerkin story behavior, which we have created for the scenarios for JBehave scenarios. So for every JBehave jerkin step, we have one step definition. Under that, we have one method. In order to align with this method with the page object, we need to use one annotation called iterate step. By default, every method in the page object class considered as a step. Okay, if you have updated a step or not, by default it is considered as a step for every method. Better to add it. So once you have added the step, every method will be now corresponds to one step. Now in the step def, we need to integrate the steps into one single page. So in order to do that, we need to create the object of page. So in order to do that, let me add the page, which is GitHub. Okay, which is a GitHub page. Let me import it. Okay, I'm given reference. Here in Serenity, you don't need to create the object of any class because Serenity will take care of this. Already GitHub page has extended one class called page object. This page object class is responsible to create the object. The only thing you need to add the iterate steps because all the steps are aligned in the GitHub page. Every step is considered as one method, as I told. Now all the steps will be comes under one class, which is GitHub page. So we can use this reference and we can call the steps in this jerkin step. Okay, in given, when, and then. So in order to do that, so first we need to use the reference object page dot. So now you will get the methods so which you have created. So the for the launch GitHub, we need to use open app, okay, which we have already created here. Open app will launch the application, and in the search method, we need to search for the particular user, which is we can again use the reference and page dot search and click user. Okay, and the third method will be validating the user page dot validate user. Here we already passing the parameters using these particular jenkins, right? So same thing we can pass in this method. In order to pass the parameterization, we need to use this user and we need to pass in this method. Okay, and it will throw an error because there is no parameter we have mentioned for this method. Just mention string user, and instead of passing it as at a hard coded, then directly use the parameter. Okay, as a user. Then we have one more parameterization for validate user. So directly we can validate it and from bringing this. So in order to do that, instead of storing it in string, I will just return this element. So it will return a string value. Okay, so it is returning a string value. So this string value I can compare. So whatever it is returning now, it will be act as string now. So string name. Okay, so now using this parameter, I will validate it. So validation is very important. So for validations, we are using asset j. So asset j is a class. So we using assertions class, we are using this asset j. As you remember, we have imported this package dependency. So arg.asset j. So by using this, we are doing the assertions. So using that like assertions. So assertions is from asset code.api. So dot assert that. So we are asserting that using name. Okay, dot so is equal to our particular username. So it will assert it based on the username which we have provided. So if it is any error, it will throw an error here and fail the test case. Okay, our testing is all about identifying the bug. So every time when we are writing some test scripts, we need to add the assertions. Okay, so I have added the checking steps for all given, when, then, and we are now ready to execute the code. We will do this execution in the next video. So in this video, we have created the steps for each method and we have aligned these step defs according to the page elements. Okay, so in the next video, we will execute the entire JBehave scenario which we have created, and we will see what is the execution status according to the Serenity BDD behavior. Thank you.